You purposely then said, oh, but at least I'm allowed to see my child. Pushing it out there, then some people start questioning, oh, why an Alex allowed? I mean, this is not, by the way, guys, this is not like facts or anything like that. This ain't facts. This is just her, saying that, at the end of the day, Alex was, can't see his child. She pushed it out there for people to go, oh my God, why can't Alex see his child? What's going on there and all that stuff, right? She did it for a purpose. And then off the back of that, then she decided to kind of, I said to her like last night, oh, so where did you hear that from? And she went, Lynn's. Oh, Lynn's used to say it on Angie's platform. And there's the madness. She's going around saying about, don't believe Angie's platform, don't believe Angie's platform. But she spoke on my child about something that Lynn said. That says it all, doesn't it? So when she can pick and choose when she wants to believe Angie's platform, that says it all. And then we'll literally then go on to the last night and what was said. She was bullshitting last night. Massively bullshitting. And the problem is there'll be people that would go, oh yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not that deep. Yeah, I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to come on this app and play a victim. I'm just telling you the truth. You know what I mean? I ain't coming on here. I'm a big ass man. I don't give two craps about someone threatening me on social media and all this stuff. Let me be real. A lot of people are bothered. Me, I don't care. I'm not going to come on here and play the victim. But one thing I'm not going to do is allow lies to be spun. The lies that was getting spun was crazy. Until I got into a box and then it flipped then. And everyone was like, no, so straight away, Top Girl, you lied there. You're trying to make out that that I initiated it and I started, and that's not the truth at all. You couldn't be any further from the truth. Because like I said yesterday, I have no interest. I even didn't want to engage with you before when you was poking me and trying to have a little bit of a back and forth with me. There's plenty of people that are around me know that the fact is, people's telling me, don't entertain her. Don't go back and forth with her. It's pointless, Alex. Don't like bite to her, because that's what she thrives off. You know what I mean? And do you know what it is for me? I think she's had an issue with me for a fucking long time for some weird reason. I don't know if it's jealousy because of my platform. I don't know. I'm not going to say it is. However, like she had her back up against the wall when I said the other day, but you talk behind everyone's back, your friends included. And that's when she started snapping back saying, who. And then obviously I mentioned names on Pearl's platform because she goaded me to. And then she played the victim. At the end of the day, when you make me out to be a liar online and you continuously goad me and poke me and say, oh no, that's a lie, who, and you're trying to make me look a liar, I'm obviously going to prove my innocence. There's no way you are going to call me a liar on social media, because I don't need to. I don't need to lie to anyone. You either like me or you don't. And like I said, everything that's happened happens online with me, so there's a digital footprint. I even said to people last night, don't believe me, go and make your observation. Go and watch what you've seen go and watch the videos yourself. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Eclipse. Go and watch the videos yourself. I didn't push anything out there. I didn't go to everyone, oh, you know what, guys, believe me. I said to people last night, you know what? Don't have to believe me. Go and watch the videos for yourself and you make your own mind up. You know what I mean? Thank you, Neen. Thank you, Finch. Sorry if I missed anyone, guys. It's just fucking, it's just the fact is that people are still, right? There is certain people, like I said, I'm not telling people to unfollow Top Girl. I'm not telling people to never speak to her again. You know what I mean? But it's been a long time where I've just bit my lip and said, you know what? I ain't clapping back. Yeah, I had a little bit clap back with her the other day because I was being goaded. It's just a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit, and unfortunately, there is going to be people that are like, you know what, it isn't that deep, it isn't that bad. I'm not saying, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever on TikTok. It's bad enough to the point where she was lying, saying, oh, I didn't know what he was going to say. Yes, you fucking did. You waited for an hour in that box because you've seen the numbers and you used Pearl's platform. You ain't no friend to anyone. I've heard stuff. You know what I mean? And people are saying to me, Alex, don't say it on social media. It's not fair but you know what it is, right? I'll always be honest with what I know. And I know you play a victim. You know what I mean? I know you as a person, you cry offline to people and go, oh, look, you know, when you've done wrong, because you're a manipulator. You are a massive manipulator. When you've talked shit behind multiple friends' backs, done them dirty, you played the innocent, oh, I didn't mean to, and you cry offline because you are an absolute massive manipulator. Fucking, you're a joke. Nanny, Sandra, Michaela, Joanne, thank you. And it's just bullshit. It's always the same, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. You're a user. Because like I said, and you admitted it yesterday, and I'm glad you admitted it as well. First bit of honesty out of you, because I thought you was going to double down. I was going to go and find the clips when you were saying, yeah, okay, I used to, what did you say? Oh yeah, I used to go after Luke, call him, I used to be like basically homophobic to him, say the worst to him. You say the worst about Miss Red, you say the worst about Pearl and all this stuff. But that's where, you know, people's eyes should start opening. You know what I mean? She used to have the worst things to say about all the people she now sits with. And it's okay, people change their minds. But she lied last night, and even Angie confirmed it to be true. And she hates me, Angie does. And her community hates me. And I don't like them, I hate them. I don't give two fucks about them either. But what I'm saying to you is, even they said yesterday, Top Girl's lying. They was obviously listening on Cam 2 or whatever was going on in that live. And they said, nah, she's lying. She didn't demod and all that stuff. Because I tell you exactly what happened. She had a little fallout, a little back and forth, a little of an issue in her life, right? I don't know if she demodded at first. I don't know that to be factual, right? However, she went back into the platform, started trying to be nice about saying, Angie, you're beautiful, and all this stuff, and tried to suck up to Angie and all that stuff. And Angie's community hammered her. Absolutely hammered her. And she said, they're talking about my kids in the chat. And Angie said, Top Girl, at the end of the day, they're going to feel a certain way because of how you've treated us. And Angie and Top Girl was having a discussion in the box. And she dropped from the box being all nice with Angie still. And that's where it all changed. And that's a fact as well. So anyone going around saying, oh my God, you know, she pulled away. No, she never. Angie dropped her because she didn't support her over a community. A community was hammering Top Girl, and she said at the end of the day, you know, like, you've done wrong here, Top Girl. That's why my community's hammering you. So don't put it out there about she pulled away from Angie. It's a load of bullshit. Angie confirmed last night. I know Angie's not, you know, not a reliable source. However, I am, because I remember it like it was yesterday. She went in the platform saying how pretty she was. And are you looking really well today, Angie? She wanted to go back on the platform. She wanted to suck up to her. She was hammering other people. You know what I mean? Remember, she was saying Miss Red was bullying Angie and all that stuff. It's mad. It's fucking mad. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Techno. She literally, thank you, Miss Red, thank you, Techno. And she goes, oh, but you was talking behind my back last night because I said something on live. No, I never. I said to one person. You know what I mean? You was in my friend's live, and I messaged saying, what is she? How come she's in here? She's had nothing but bad shit to say about us all. How is that talking behind your back? Well, you are not my friend. I'm making an observation, and I messaged my friend privately. I didn't do it online. I didn't jump in the box and call you out. I just messaged offline as a friend, and I was concerned, saying, why is that individual in his live when all they've done is basically slag everyone? I didn't understand. I just wanted an answer from a friend of mine. How is that talking behind anyone's back? Because at the end of the day, if I would have jumped in if I would have jumped in the box and that, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Tess Pete, thank you. And the thing is, right, I know. I've just had a message saying EQ's having Top Girls back. I don't give two fucks about Evil Queen. Let me tell you now, like, she's mad. She's crazy. She'll be another person that's end up being lonely on the platform. Thank you, Sarah. You know, we know that one, and what was said as well. You know, she doubled down and said that you know, it has loads of different meanings. No, it doesn't at all. The actual meaning. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Lula. The meaning of what he said was, he will come. Basically, he will come and unalive me, and then fuck my sister and my mother. And they were saying, "Oh, but that's not grape and all stuff." Well, yeah, it is. Let me tell you now, and this is the mic drop. Do you remember when Black Pope said that about Corey? Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, boss. Do you remember? Right? Do you remember when Black Pope said to Corey that I'll get guys to obviously come and FUCK here? Do you all remember that on Angie's platform? Yeah? She said that was grape. She said out of her own mouth that was wrong and that was grape. That's what Top Girl said, right? So you tell me the difference from Black Pope, and it doesn't. For me, it's worse for what fella said to me last night, right? However, it's not a pissing contest. So what is the difference from her saying Black Pope's telling to go and get God? They're going to get some guys to fuck Corey, for then her fella to go last night that, you know what, I will unalive you and I'll fuck your mother and fuck your sister. Tell me the difference. There's no difference at all in the in what's been said. It's fucking weird. I just hope that, you can go to bed at night lying next to a man that has them, that mindset. Very odd. Fucking very, very odd. There's no difference. But you know what? This is when you're saying about, I'm pushing a narrative. No. You said when this happened to Corey that you agreed that Black Pope, was basically saying Corey should be raped. And so your fella said it and now it's a different meaning. It's a load of bullshit. Has he phoned you yet, Mark? No, he hasn't phoned me. Margaret, my number was passed 4 days ago. My number was passed 4 days ago, and that's why I know that that it could have been resolved in a sense of I could have had the phone call with him, and I had a few things I was going to say to him. You know what I mean? I was going to say, you know what? Tell your missus to stop having an infatuation with my dick. Basically, that's what I was going to say. I was literally going to say, tell your missus to stop talking about my manhood on an app. It's weird. You know what I mean? Top Girl. I think Miss T wants you, Alex. Oh, how you doing, Miss T? You okay, mate? Sorry. Give it to the police. I'm not one for that, Let me be honest with you. I ain't one for, I'm not phoning police. I'm not doing all that bullshit. Let me tell you now. I deal with it how I need to deal with it and that. You know what I mean? She's just fucking a clown. And like what I said last night was factual from what I know. You know what I mean? People aren't allowed to come on an app and speak like that, and talk about money. They keep their finances close to their chest, especially because she was like, oh, my fella's, into a bit of this and that. No, I don't. I'll keep it real, Amy, thank you, Karen. She's showing her true colours or not live. Yeah, she's done Pearl dirty. They constantly do, and they lied as well. And this is another thing that people didn't understand is obviously Jodie, Top Girl, and spoke to Pearl off the app and said, "No, God, Pearl, we only got people muted because of because they were talking on kids." That's also a lie. Thank you, Serena. Thank you, Betsy. That is also a massive lie. Let me tell you now, because at the end of the fucking day, right? If that's the case, then why did people in Pearl's live say, I don't watch Alex, but I was muted for saying, let him speak. Someone from Pearl's community, I forgot her name, she's got a yellow heart in her name, stated yesterday when they were saying about, I got only these people got muted. She said, I don't watch Alex, but to be fair, Pearl, even I was muted. All I said was, let him speak. When we was in Pearl's live, and it was having back and forth. So that says it all. Someone that doesn't even watch me from Pearl's community even said I was muted just for basically saying, let him speak. So they were just bullshitting. They was just bullshitting. And this is the problem. This is the problem, when it comes to, when I said mods running platforms. And that's unfortunately what actually happens. You know what I mean? Even though, because Pearl doesn't read her comments, we know that. Thank you, Justana. Thank you, Maxine. You also know that Pearl doesn't read her comments majority of the time, so she'll chill back, relax, and just do what she's doing. And she won't see it come on the screen as this person's been muted. This person's been muted. You know what I mean? Thank you, Shelley. But to say that my community was speaking on kids, no, because they wouldn't be in my community. You do realise if I had people in my lives or in my Discord and that talking about people's children, they wouldn't be no longer in my community because I don't need people like that. I can't be dealing with the aggro, and I can't be dealing with every 5 minutes having to defend someone. So no one spoke on kids. That was your get out of jail free cards. You know what I mean? Oh, but they was talking about kids. I want to see where you. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, Shardy. I asked for you for the screenshots yesterday, and you said no. You said in your live that you had screenshots, and then I said send me the screenshots. I'll out him now. Show him on live. What was your response? Oh, it's a screen recording. No. Lisa, thank you. Double D. No, everyone was in that live, and you said I've showed Pearl the screenshots. Did she not, guys? Morning One True Voice, morning Lucy Bogey. You was in, so a few of you was in there. Did she not state yesterday? She said, I've showed Pearl the receipts. I've showed Pearl the screenshots, is what she actually said. And I said, show them out them now. Show the people talking on kids. And what did she say? Oh, it's a screen recording. Well, it's either a screen recording or you've already sent screenshots. So send me the screenshots that you've sent to Pearl. So for me now, I know that she never sent anything to Pearl. You know, she just said to Pearl, you've got to believe us, basically. That's what happened. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Annie. You know what I mean? So basically, there's been no screenshots because she said Pearl's seen it. No, she hasn't. Because if she had seen screenshots, all you have to do is go to your images because they'll be in there. You sent to your WhatsApp and you can send them straight to me. And I even said to you last night, show them online now. Out the people. She's going, no, I'd rather send them you off the app. I said, no. If they're in my community and they're talking on kids, out them now online. I don't care. Out these people online. And she said, oh no, I've got to go through the screen recording. And that's when I knew she was full of crap. That she didn't ever send Pearl anything. She told Pearl, and so did Jodie. And like Pearl's loyal to her friends, so she's obviously believed it. But let me tell you now, she's full of shit. There's been loads of people that have tried to break up mine and Pearl's friendship for a long time. And funny enough, it's always the fucking mods. Enough, you know what I mean? Let me be real. So she can show our Discord, but not the comments in Pearl's. It's mad, ain't it, Jess? It's fucking mad. You know what I mean? If they spoken kids, they were not our community. 100%. 100%. You know what I mean? And this is where it all goes like, you know, there's a hidden agenda. There's, you know, multiple narratives getting pushed. I'm straight as an arrow when it comes to, you know, what I've said on the app. Even if it's something that makes me look bad and stuff, I'll say, you know what? I've said it, you know. Fair enough, I've said it. Regardless if you like me or not, I've said it, hold my hands up, yeah, fucked up. But I'll always tell you I've said it because I don't need to lie about it because there's a digital footprint. I've done it. I've said it out. I've said it and I've been recorded. Everyone records my lives. You know this anyway. So why would I then come on an app and go, you know what? I didn't say it when I know there's a video out there of it. It's just pathetic. Cam to Pearl. Can you cam to Pearl's live? Well, I can't even open my boxes. Wouldn't surprise me. Let me just jump down. I'll fire back up. Let me go over to Pearl's. Let me just jump down a second. I'm gonna go over to Pearl's because you know, because obviously I can't answer her. She said she was staying off. I think she's. Can I duel her actually? Tell her to put her invitations on, guys, and I'll duel her actually, so I can still keep yous lot in here because obviously I don't know how everyone's sitting here. I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. She's standing up for Top Girl. I don't get it. People are saying one thing and one thing's another. I don't understand. Some saying she's standing up for Top Girl, and people saying no, she's not. She's defending you. I don't even know. Oh, it's like I said. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, she is. Talk to her yourself. Don't listen to the comments. Nah, that's what I said. Well, Pearl just said Top Girl never allowed. Well, Pearl just said Top Girl never allowed on her platform. I don't understand what's going on. I'll listen to Pearl. You know, the comments sometimes. I know you don't mean anything bad by it. I know you don't mean anything bad by it. Sometimes they get a little bit mixy for me. I don't understand. No, she's not. She's staying friends with both of you. Yeah, I'll join her. Tell her to turn her thing on. Man, I'll speak to her. Chrissy, thank you, Rachel. She ain't got her glasses on. Oh, okay. You know, certain things wasn't said, and all this, you said this about my husband and all this stuff. Let me tell you now, when you've been talking about my manhood for God knows how long, talking about my exes, goading me in chats and stuff like that, I'm going to respond. Like, when have you known me not to respond when I'm being poked? You know what I mean? It's madness. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Britt. Thank you, guys. It's just, people are seeing it from a mad situation. And when I was saying then about the comments, like, no one should be racist. This is, you know what I mean, in the comment section. No one should be saying things about our children. But thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Miss Baguette. From what I'm saying is, though, like, them comments that was screenshotted and sent happened after Torin jumped up into the box. You know, I'm not calling Torin a liar. She definitely must have seen something. But what I'm stating is, it just goes to show, don't it? You know, when they're sending proof, the proof came afterwards of Torin jumping up in the live. The screenshots that I've got, both of them, was taken minutes after Torin jumped up in the box. You know, and I did say it's a bit funny every time. Yeah, Miss T, it's still wrong. It's disgusting, man. You know what I mean? It's absolutely fucking disgusting. Like, don't get it twisted. No one should be doing it. But all I'm stating is it really coincidental? Every other time that when she does something wrong and fucks up, oh my God, guys, there's racist comments. It happens too often. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. Thank you, boss lady. Is it coincidence or is it genuine? You know. Thank you, C. Thank you, Sarah. It's just like, it's always strange. Very strange. Nikki, thank you. Winnie's, Alicia, thank you, Kirsty. But like I said, for me, I ain't gonna, you know, do this thing every day because it falls back on Pearl and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if you want the truth, the videos are out there. You don't, like I said in Pearl's, don't believe me. You don't have to. That is your choice. But go and watch the videos. They are all out there. You know, you can see it for yourself. You can also see the interaction with me and Top Girl in the boxes. And you can also see, you know, the digging over the course of about a few weeks. You know what I mean? Talking about my genitalia, talking about women, talking about pictures, and then saying Stonewall facts and just laughing, just taking the piss. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Annie. So at the end of the day, you know, in the end, I'm going to respond. You know what I mean? And then you're saying, but you're mentioning my children, and I'm thinking, no, I never. Like, please stop it, man. Because you are sounding like delusive Angie. Oh, but you meant, you know what I mean? No, not at all. All I stated was, and I'll repeat it once more, when you were shouting profanities and saying some sick things, you had your baby next to you. You could hear the child there. And all I said is hopefully the child has got earplugs in or earphones, whatever I said. That was it. So I never spoke on your parenting. I never spoke on your child. I didn't tell you. If I said to you, put the earplugs in the child, then I'm telling you how to parent, which would be wrong, and I'd agree. But I didn't say that. I said hopefully the child's got a headset on. So I'm not telling about parenting, and I'm not talking about your kids. So stop pushing the narrative out there to try and win your argument, because unfortunately you've lost every argument you've been in with me. Because I'm not being funny. I ain't innocent in anything, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be them person saying, oh my guys, I'm a victim of this. I ain't no victim. You know, no matter, regardless of what was said to me, I'm not going to come on this app and cry about it and go, oh my God, you know, I'm a grown-ass man. You know, but all I'm saying is, like, you don't need to lie about the situation. Admit accountability. Admit that your done was wrong and all that stuff. And that's it, you know what I mean? For me, I'm not going to continue talking about it. I'm not coming on here every day whinging about it, saying, oh my God, look what's been said to me. You know what I mean? But, you know, it will still continue. You know what I mean? And like I said, all this situation. I'm glad you was honest yesterday, actually, about all the people that you are now around. You said the most about and stuff like that, because I thought you was gonna. Because I had the videos ready, to be honest with you. I had a couple of videos ready where you was in Angie's box slagging off creators and that that now you're friends with. I had them ready for you to say. If you would have lied about it, I was going to show them. So it is what it is, isn't it?